Driving without license.
Okay. What else?
Driving with suspended license.
Okay. What else?
Ran in front of police.
All right. What else? Let me ask, do you have a theft?
I'll be putting charges on me, so I go to jail for the charges y'all throw on me.
Okay. Do you have a conviction for theft by taking?
You tell me.
Do you recall having a conviction for theft by taking from 2009?
What did I take?
Yes or no?
I don't know what happened in 2009.
Okay. Do you recall having any convictions for aggravated assault?
Probably so.
All right. What about conviction for entering auto?
I don't know.
Okay. What about for terroristic threats?
What about it?
Do you have a conviction for terroristic threats?
I think they were with the aggravated assault.
Okay. What about theft by receiving stolen property?
I don't know.
What about possession of a vehicle with altered VIN number?
Never heard of that.
Okay. And what about possession of a controlled substance with the intent to distribute?
What's that?
Did you ever take a drug charge recently?
Oh, that's the charge y'all put on me.
Okay. Did you plead guilty to that?
I had to.
All right. And did you recently plead guilty to possession of a firearm by a convicted felon?
Y'all put that charge on me too.
Okay. And did you plead guilty to that?
I had to.
All right. Your Honor, the state want to tender State's Exhibit 382Y, 383Y, 384Y, and 385, thank you, Your Honor, as self-authenticating documents. 382Y is the criminal conviction 15 SC.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm getting to that, Mr. Steele, so.
no living being should ever eat processed food for every single meal of their life. Good, real food is simple. It looks like food. It smells like food. It's what dogs are supposed to.
How's everybody doing at home? Let me know in the chat, man. What y'all think? YSL Woody has taken a stand. I don't know what's going on right now. You see how he's answering the questions. I don't know if you would call him a hostile witness, but you guys let me know. Before it started, Brian Steel, once again, Miss Love did not report the fact that he would be testifying to the lawyers. The first thing Brian Steel said this morning, okay, we back.
382 Yankee, 383 Yankee, 384 Yankee, 385 Yankee, 389 Yankee, 390 Yankee, 391 Yankee, and 392 Yankee into evidence as self-authenticated documents.
Okay, any objections to states 392 Yankee, 383 Yankee, 384 Yankee, 385 Yankee, 389 Yankee, 390 Yankee, or 391 Yankee? Which one? Okay, well, there's two things. Remember what I told you. There's the plea itself, and then later we'll take up the other stuff. Yeah. Okay. All right. Subject to further ruling, I'll admit 382 Yankee, 383 Yankee, 384 Yankee, 385 Yankee, 389 Yankee, 390 Yankee, and 391 Yankee. They may be published as you see fit.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Your Honor, approach very briefly, please.
Yes.
So I don't know, I don't know how many of you at home. What's up, Big Daddy Beard Gaming in the building? What's up with my homie? I seen you out there. You got the podcast going, man. Salute to you, man. Salute to you, bro. 5.0, 5.0, 5.0. I don't know how many of y'all could tell what's going on, but if you can see, Woody is hostile because he's been held in jail. Now, how many of us throughout our whole lives, we've listened to court, we grew up as Americans, you know, you get your thing in the mail to go be a juror, but all of us know about the Fifth Amendment, right? All of us know about the Nixon case, the Watergate trial. The last time I heard about a witness being forced to be put in prison, to be made to testify was Watergate, right? When they made them go to prison because they wouldn't testify, right? So what you need to understand is that last week, Brian Steel was upset because Young Thug is still.
You can remind me?
Do you recall how long you spent in prison?
No, I don't recall.
Did you spend at least 5 years in custody?
I think that's what they gave me.
When did you get out of prison from the federal charges?
When they let me go.
Do you remember what year that was?
One of the year.
Was it in 2024?
It's this year, ain't
Right.
nah.
Okay. Was it last year in 2023?
No.
Was it the year before that in 2022?
I think I was in Red Street.
In 2022?
I think.
Okay. So then, did you get out of prison and then go to Rice Street?
Y'all locked me up so much. I can't really.
And let me say this: when we say Rice Street, are you talking about the Fulton County Jail?
Yeah.
Okay. But you went to Rice Street after you got out of federal custody.
I went to Red Street. Nah, I think I got out on the street. And then y'all locked me back up.
All right. So then 2022, if you went into custody at Rice Street, did you get out of the federal custody in 2021?
I got it feds in 2019.
Okay, thank you. Now, Ms. Coleman, do you have a nickname? You're smiling. Do you have
Ask me a question?
a nickname?
Yeah.
What's your nickname?
Psycho.
Okay. Do you have another one?
Yeah.
What's that?
Woody.
Woody. And do you have a way that you spell Woody?
However people want to spell it.
Okay. And how did you get your nickname?
My mama.
And when people refer to you, do they refer to you as Kenneth, Psycho, or Woody?
All three.
All three. Which one do they use the most?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance.
Your-
Sir. That's not an objection, sir.
Which one do people refer?
Overrule, sir. He said speculation. Overrule, sir.
People who don't know me that good call me Woody.
And what about people who know you?
They call me Kenneth.
They call you Kenneth. Now, I want to ask you if you know a few people, all right? First, do you know someone by the name of Shannon Stillwell?
What's his nickname?
SB or Shannon? Or Shannon Jackson? Stillwell, Shannon Stillwell, or Shannon Jackson, same person?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you known Shannon?
We went to school together.
Do you remember which school?
I know one of them.
It was one of them. Okay. Was it elementary or middle?
Might be elementary or middle, one of them.
Okay. And I know I just said his nickname is SB. Is that what you call him?
That's what I call who?
Shannon.
No.
Okay. What do you call Shannon?
I call him Shannon.
And do you see Shannon in the courtroom today?
Well, I got a vision problem.
Okay.
I can't see that far.
All right. So if you want to stand up and look around the courtroom and look around the entire courtroom, tell me if you see Shannon in the courtroom today. Do you need to sit down?
Nah, I give him light here. They ain't had nothing to drink.
Okay. Do you want some water?
You gonna give me a drink?
I'll get you some water.
I don't drink water.
Well, I don't have nothing else for you, but I will put some water up there for you.
Who am I looking for?
Shannon.
I think I see him.
Okay. When you say you think, you can have a seat. When you say you think you see him, what do you think he's wearing?
Look like he wearing gray over there.
So who are you pointing to over there that's wearing gray?
I think lady got red hair.
Okay, so you pointing to a lady and not Shannon?
No, the one behind her.
Okay, so you're saying you believe that the person behind the lady with the red hair is Shannon. Is that what you're saying today?
Well, it looked like it.
Okay. Does anybody else over there look like Shannon?
Yeah.
Okay, who's the other person who looks like Shannon over there?
He's standing behind the bald head dude right there.
He's standing or he's sitting?
Sitting down, I guess.
Okay. What's his hairstyle?
Bald head.
So you're saying Shannon's the one with the bald head, or he's sitting
No,
behind
he's sitting
him?
behind the dude with the bald head. I think it's him.
Okay.
It's two people with dreads. I can't see I just see dreads.
Okay. Let me just ask you this. Is Shannon from Atlanta?
I don't know.
When you first met him, where did you meet him at? Was it in school?
Ooh.
While y'all were in school, did y'all develop a friendship?
Nope.
At some point in time, did you ever develop a friendship with Shannon?
Yeah.
Okay. When was that?
I don't know when, but at one point we became cool.
Okay. And when you say cool, what do you mean?
COOL.
I didn't ask you to spell it. I asked you what you mean.
Well, we became cool. I don't know what you mean. I don't know.
Did you look at him as a brother? Was he an acquaintance? Was he just someone you talked to on occasion? When you define cool, what was your relationship like with him?
Oh, just a dude in the street.
That's it? Did that develop over time?
Say that again.
You said he was just a dude in the street. Did that relationship develop over time? Where he became more than just a dude on the street?
I guess.
Okay. And when you say, I guess, what do you mean?
What you mean? What do I mean? We became cool.
Okay. During the course of your coolness with Shannon, did you meet any of his family members?
Say that again.
As your coolness of your relationship developed, did you meet any family members of his?
No.
Never met any of his family members?
I never met none of his family members.
Okay. What about any of his girlfriends?
What you mean?
Have you ever met any of the people he ever dated?
I don't know how he's seen him, but I done seen him with girls.
Okay, so you met some of the people that he may or may not have dated.
I guess.
All right. Now, when y'all were cool and you would see him in the streets, how often would you all hang out with each other?
What you mean?
How often would the two of you spend time with each other?
You gotta be specific.
Sure. Would the two of you go out?
I go out with anybody, even you.
I'm not asking about me. I'm asking about Shannon. Would the two of you go out?
We have went out.
Okay. How often have the two of you gone out?
I don't know.
Is it more than, let's see. You said you met him in middle school. You're 32. So roughly over the course of 20 years.
No.
No, you have not gone out with him?
I met him after me and him went to school, we never hung. I met him in 20 what? I met him in recent years. After we left school, in school we just knew each other. We didn't.
Y'all didn't hang out with each
Yeah,
other?
no.
So about how old were you when y'all began hanging out with each other?
Most of our, whatever you're trying to say, I was in jail. So.
But prior to you going to jail, did you hang out with Shannon?
I said yeah to that.
Okay, so my question is, if we're in 2024, I want you to think back, your earliest memory outside of school when you would first start hanging out with Shannon.
Thinking back, all I remember is being in jail most of the time.
Were you in jail in 2014?
I've been in and out.
Okay. What about jail in 2013?
Yes.
Okay. Were you friends with Shannon when you were in jail in 2013?
I knew him.
Okay. You knew him. Are you saying you didn't hang out with him, or you just knew who he was?
Yeah, I knew who he was. I think that I think I took a few pictures with him back then, but I don't recall. Like, no, I'm lying. I knew him before 13.
You knew him before 13. Okay. About when?
I think I met him. I don't know if it was 2010, something like that. I don't know.
Okay. So at least at this point, about roughly 14 years. You know.
But I've been in jail most of that time, so.
Did you all speak while you were in jail?
A few times.
So your friendship didn't stop just because you went to jail?
What you mean?
Did your friendship stop just because you went to jail?
Who determined when a friendship start and stop?
I guess you would.
I will.
Yeah. So did your friendship stop, or your coolness, because you said coolness, did your coolness stop with him when you went to jail?
Well, in jail, out of sight, out of mind. One day I probably called or something. I don't.
Okay. You on permission to approach?
Hey, Judge.
Sir.
I'm hot. Can I take this sweater off?
We have to go into recess for school. We'll do it right there.
You want to recess?
Can we just we're going to recess, ladies and gentlemen, maybe about 5 minutes, okay? All right. All rise.
All right, let's get it cracking in the comments, man. Let's get it cracking in the chat. How everybody doing out there, man? All right, let me hear, man. What y'all think is going on? Number one, Miss Love is not the one.
Okay.
We going to
All
recess.
right, ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We're just going to recess in place.
So they going to recess. Now remember, Miss Love is not the one cross-examining Woody. Now, if y'all been watching, there's a lot of great YouTubers. Shout out to Seti Nash, man. I'm from Northern California. He's from Sacramento. I got peoples in Sacramento. Shout out to Seti Nash, man. So Seti Nash been doing research on Miss Love. On my channel, I've been doing research on Fannie Willis because Fannie Willis brought this case. If you go back in my playlist, you'll see where I detail Fannie Willis Atlanta Public Schools RICO, where Fannie Willis charged 30 black female teachers on a RICO charge because they had not committed a crime. So she used the RICO to put 30 black women in prison for cheating on a test. And that was the most expensive Georgia trial ever. Fannie Willis garnered a reputation from that RICO, overcharging. There were over 100 counts. The trial took so long. It was $1 billion trial, and it was the most expensive trial in Georgia ever. Fannie Willis got kicked out of the DA office, had to run again. She got voted back in as the DA, and as soon as she got back in, she goes right back to this prosecution style of overcharging and spending Georgia's taxpayers' money. Now, the reason I bring this up is because this case has 300 witnesses. It will go on for multiple years. It will be another $1 billion boondoggle for Georgia. But that's not it. At the same time, Fannie Willis is spending $1 billion of Georgia taxpayer money on YSL Woody.
I got scared when they jump out and they came in me. I got scared.
I can't walk for that. I understand. Shit, I'm police, and the police jump out on me. I'm scared too. And just human nature. I ain't gonna lie to you, just human nature. But did anything happen in between you talking about Brittany and you getting to Atlanta Station?
I had to pick up my buddy, which is you in. and somebody else. You know what I mean? And we went to that station.
But did anything happen in between that time?
Like this, did we do anything? No. Not one single thing. Like, to be honest, I respect my girl. You know what I mean? I never do nothing in her car. I never had done that to anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to say.
Who girl?
Aaliyah.
The car?
Yes.
The owner of the car? Y'all live together?
Yes, I would. She went to my phone and.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so.
Hey, my girl goes to my phone right now. I'm in the same boat. I'll be goddamn homeless. But.
Is she Caitlin's mom?
No. Okay.
You have another one?
No, I just got 2 kids.
Caitlin and Zari, right?
Yeah.
So who, Deshaun and Zari's mom?
And today's just kidding.
So that girl said she was your baby mama?
Yeah, she got 2 boys. I be doing for her kids.
Oh, so the girls aren't hers?
No.
Oh, so you just take care of her kids like they're yours. Gotcha. I was gonna say, I don't think that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? As in, me and any crime, I didn't run away. Like today, I wasn't driving reckless. I hadn't. Like, y'all got cameras there, but all the time, I swerved over because it was thing in the streets. I mean, I didn't have no gun on me, no gun.
Where you swerved over at?
Woody is incredibly nervous, as evidenced by the way his leg rapidly bounces.
Right by the jail, there was something in the street messed up right there. And I was talking on FaceTime, and when I looked up, I seen, I heard it swerve over, and then they cussed me out, but I didn't see it. I drove on. Man, I'm being honest with you, I'm not gonna cut you, man, like, for real, man. I've been trying, man. I have issues, man. I get scared every night I go to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, I do stuff that seems bold to keep people off me. You know what I mean? Because I know what type of niggas I'm dealing with. But man, man.
But how many
If I gotta go
times?
to jail, man, I just gotta go to jail.
How many times have you and I sat down for hours? Hours,
I
right?
don't understand. I just have information, man, and what did she get for nothing?
Listen to me.
Nothing, man.
Since he has been an informant for 11 years, Woody is well known to the police.
Are you talking about, what do you, I know what you're talking about, but you're not in trouble for that.
What am I in trouble for?
But what I'm saying, like, you told me, you're talking about when you went to the feds, right? And you did that sentence, like, that's over with, but you're talking about, that's what you're upset about?
No, I'm not specifically saying, I'm just saying, I didn't do that. I didn't kill this nigga. I didn't have no.
I'm not saying you killed him.
No, I'm just saying, all this leading up into this all leading up to this, it ain't nothing I'm doing on my own. It ain't like I'm out here doing that to people.
Hold on, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with what happened back then. I don't even know what you're talking about. All right? But today, I seen you for myself.
You say you seen me?
Mm-hmm. Going out there, I seen you swerve on Bankhead to get around that car, going through the red light as you're going through a turn running. You know what I'm talking about? My bar on Bankhead.
Oh, gotcha. I did do that.
That's
You right, I
that's where
did
you
do that.
drive. And do you have a spin license?
I don't have a license.
So you're not.
You got a point, right? I did do that. I forgot, I did do that.
So
I be scared to stop at lights. Shit. Turn out.
I get you. I understand. I understand. But it's that right there. You driving. Yeah, and that's stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? You here because you're driving when you're not supposed to be driving, and you drive reckless at the same damn time. That's why you get it.
Well, how could I help you out here with keys? I mean,
You're right, we can't offer you anything today. We can't promise you anything today. I gotta make that clear. I have to make that perfectly clear.
For the second time, the detective tells Woody that they can't make any promises to help him with his charges.
I have never tricked you. I've never been disrespectful to you.
So what?
Listen to me. Listen to me.
You got some.
I'm not the person that can help you with anything.
Right there, that's just minor traffic infraction. drive on no license, if no license or suspended license, and the reckless driving for going through that light like how they did. Bullshit. You feel me? Bullshit. You know what it is. You seen people, I'm pretty sure you know people who just.
Your health is your biggest asset. Find Anthem Blue Cross plan starting at $0 a month. Apply in 5 to 10 minutes for a secure future at healthforcalifornia.com.
Shots might even got on a bond. That's nothing. That ain't shit.
I know they're not gonna give me out on gun.
I don't know, it's just the legal situation. You see, I don't know that. But I don't know. I can't speak for the courts. I can only speak on what I got going on, what we got going on right now.
So what you trying to do?
The license and just a regular driver. Just that.
I can't afford it, man.
And
There's somebody gonna die. I'm telling you.
well, listen, Woody,
Somebody about to die.
wait, listen to me. Unfortunately, there's a gun in that car,
I done with her.
in your car. I did a search warrant for the vehicle, there's a gun in the car, and you had a magazine on you when they picked you up. Federally, they can charge you with the ammunition. Statewide, you're probably gonna get charged with the gun.
I'm gonna get charged with a gun. That wasn't no gun in her car.
There was a gun in the car.
Where y'all find the gun at?
I wasn't out there. There was a gun in the car though. So what I'm saying is, so if you want to talk to us today, I cannot promise you anything. I can't make you any promises. Listen to me. I can't make you any promises. I can't offer you anything today. That's not what we can do. We cannot do that.
So I'm just telling y'all, gonna go to jail and then y'all gonna decide what years later what.
No, I didn't say that. But what I'm saying is, today, I cannot promise you anything. We can't, I can't, I'm not authorized to do that. He's not
So at the
authorized to
end
do
of the
that.
day, you saying I'm going to jail for this?
So basically, it's a little bullshit. What we can do is, if you do cooperate, we could talk to the DA and let him know you did cooperate.
Informing the DA that Woody was cooperative will do nothing to help his current case. All Woody is doing by volunteering information is wasting a potential bargaining chip he could use later.
And that's the most that she can make a decision at that standpoint of what's going on. But we can't promise anything.
But I just want to be okay. I did do that. But I didn't have no gun. I didn't know nothing about a gun being in my girl car. Now, I mean, I never do her like that. Now, these pants, I just put them on quick. You know what I mean? I'm not even trying to explain none of this. But how can I help myself? That's all I'm asking.
Like I said, we can't, Woody, I can't make it any
So
clearer.
that's his point.
No, it's not pointless. Like I said, we'll communicate. What I'm saying is, I can't offer you anything. Investigator Flores can't offer you anything. We can let the district attorney's office know and down there that you were cooperating.
The information I had, they want to hear right now.
I mean, we can pass it to
I'm
them.
saying you pass it to them. I'm betting something gonna happen today.
What's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen?
Somebody's supposed to get killed tonight.
Who?
You know
I don't know who. But who, there's so much going on in the city, I don't know who. You're gonna have to,
who. Just sit down.
there's so much.
I just don't, I told y'all enough right there.
But Woody, you said that.
But if you think
You
about
gotta,
it, people die every day in the city. If you can't be specific, so we can do our job and save a life, you can't help yourself until you save a life.
I'm telling you, I've been to the feds.
and what did you tell me about going to the Fed?
This is the murder that about to take place with some very high people. And the stuff that I know right now, you know what I mean, should be able to help me get out of my situation. You know what I mean? I'm not bullshit. You know, the last information I gave y'all was right. That was just true.
Right, okay, and then the only thing you went to jail for last time was the gun you had in Dunbar Creek, that's it. And what did you tell me about going to jail for 5 years? What did that do?
It did, but it
What did it
do?
And guess what, Woody, what happened the other night when you were on Instagram Live antagonizing everybody and you left and went to 656? What happened to that apartment complex 2 hours later?
You seen that shit?
Okay, what do you think was the reason for that?
I'm still trying to figure out.
I'll tell you what it was. You on Instagram calling everybody out saying, come get me, I'm out here.
They're assuming. It wasn't about.
Okay, what I'm telling you.
See, y'all.
Do you not bring Zari and Caitlin up there?
Yes, I just told y'all, you know.
What if Zari and Caitlin were in an apartment out there, and what happened?
I doubt I'll have my, you're right, I'm gonna delete my issue, huh?
But what if somebody else, I don't know how nobody got hit the other night, but what if somebody got hit the other night?
You know, I went out there first thing in the morning and really talk to the people. Because the people first thing they put it on me. That they had nothing to do with that.
Why are you even out there?
But you're right, you're right.
How many times are we gonna have the same conversation about you putting yourself, last time you got out?
I promise, my girl ain't here, I ready to fuck away from them. I can't leave. And I'm telling you, people, I'm ready to go.
There's a difference between not leaving and moving to, and not standing at 560 Windsor every day. There's a big difference. A lot of people don't like me. I can't go down and hang out in the county till every
I
day.
tell y'all this much right here. I know the people are gonna go do it. I can get the time when they gonna go do it. So y'all can get them in the air. I know.
Who's the target?
One guess.
I mean, Lucci's locked up.
Share Kelly.
So how,
She
and
always been tight.
who?
Kelly.
Who's always been tight?
Share Kelly.
I know.
He's this man. He's the sex with this guy. He won. This is as much as I can say. Cause y'all already taken.
Wait, you're like, ooh, I'm gonna get lost. You said, who's tight with Shell? No, because your friend's not here, nobody can hear you. Like, your friend's not here. We moved him from.
Yeah, but the person y'all just think that I did said anything, he won't him. He want him as bad.
So you're talking about Jeffrey? Why?
Jeffrey who?
He doesn't know the backstory.
Y'all stay taking me to jail, man. Like, I just told y'all.
But I don't, but that
All
doesn't,
last night.
but God forbid his kids are, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's more to it than like, you can't just let stuff like that happen. On your, like, do you think if I knew something like that was gonna happen, you would let it happen?
How it's gonna go down? How it's supposed to go down?
But I tell y'all, that means y'all be able to stop without me. You know what I mean?
But like I said,
I'm not gonna play with you first.
No, I'm not playing with you either. That's what I'm saying. If you help, despite what that Joe man did, he still alive, and we still got a job to protect a life.
He's a waste of space.
He probably is, right? But if we have opportunity to save a life, we got.
But who's to say he's the one that's gonna get hit?
Right, guess what? You right.
Who's to say somebody's mom's not gonna get? Who's to say somebody's little kid's not gonna get? Because guess what? If they would've came and shot up 560 Windsor when you were out there.
The detectives are unable to make any promises to Woody in exchange for his information. So instead, they're trying to guilt him into speaking.
I saw how many little kids are out there on the video. It's not okay. It's just not okay.
You think I'm paying attention? Every time I show one, make them know what's happening. The police come right there. I pay attention. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing. That's why I know that.
Patrols they took patrol.
They just come say 656 right there, the light. Just sit there. I said, you know what?
Because they know what
I know I gotta stop doing it. I knew I have to. You know what I mean? Cause like I said, I know the dudes don't deal with it. You know what I mean? But like you said, I'm putting other people's life in danger. And I know y'all don't want to be coming out and collecting shells and doing all this stuff here. My whole thing here, y'all can help me right here. I can help y'all. I can stop it.
Because you know you're putting people out of danger. We know you're doing it.
I'm not.
So that's what people always do. Listen, so you may not be, but people are out to target you, correct?
Yeah.
So who you think we gonna look at when a spot you just posted at get shot up an hour later?
And who do you think they're gonna look at if Kelvin Woods gets killed tonight?
They gonna target you.
I'm in jail.
But what I'm saying is, you and Kelvin have been going at it all week. I've been seeing, one thing you know about me, what is it? I'm gonna look at your Instagram.
Once I seen I knew every post I made, I knew everything.
So what I'm saying is, when you're talking about, I got a stick, it's ready for you, he's talking about, I'm gonna send you some bullets, what size you wear, like, and y'all going, you're posting, like, why are you gonna repost his Instagram post with the clown face? Like, you know, Woody, that's not good.
Because one thing I know about Kid, he's like me, he really don't want a problem.
Grooms loads a complete serving of fruits, veggies, adaptogens, vitamins, minerals, super mushrooms, prebiotics, and antioxidants, like organic kale.
But if I back down, guess what he gotta come. But if I do that, They got into it in Canada over a dice game. They shooting right there having over a dice game. Them niggas out there, I tried to stop it. I actually stopped them from shooting right there. But when I left, somebody wanted to be bold and come back and shoot. It didn't have anything to do with them.
Okay, it ain't had shit to do with that. How they gonna target him tonight?
Well, they got his location. And I got called last night.
You got a call from whom?
The people. I told the niggas, stay away from that type of shit. Stay away from the beat.
But
Because you the one sitting in that cell. I told them all of this. You the one gonna be sitting in that cell. Without these niggas, they ain't gonna do nothing for you. And I told these niggas this.
who are you telling this to?
Yeah, come on, y'all can't probably all going to jail. You already said next week I'm going to jail anyway.
I didn't say that. I said you're gonna have a hearing. That's all I said.
But one thing I do know you can call someone on their phone and they hear what I have to say. And I can call this person right here in y'all face with a better background and let y'all hear and see his face. Tell me how they plan on doing this. Or
Call who?
the person who I'm talking about. I care for him and I hate I'm doing it to him, but
Who?
I don't think.
I'm not gonna say
You know so many people. I don't know.
this somebody who close to me.
Is it Young Bug?
I didn't say no name.
Woody makes heavy insinuations, but doesn't want to give out names at this point, which is hardly surprising, since he is getting nothing in return.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure word got around it that you got picked up.
Right, but guess what? Everybody's trying to figure out what I got picked up for. You know what I mean? One thing about these dudes is I'm not stupid. Everybody know I'm not carrying no gun. So they can't say I got picked up for nothing. All they say I ran. When the people try to get right back out, they can't say nothing. Him or that with me, they can't say nothing about him. They say they found a gun in the car. Guess what? Everybody know we ain't in no car. We didn't have no gun in no car. People, like I said, man, people talk, they say stuff, but only thing they can say is I ran. What I'm telling you is tonight, he had a party.
What is it on Instagram?
No, it's a private party. It's a dance.
Is it down?
I'm not going no further than that.
I mean, do you want me to see if the district attorney? What I'm saying is, what my thing is, we can't, Woody,
My life is on line.
listen, your life is, because guess what, if something happens to Kelvin once, the first person, like, because historically, in 2015, wait, let me tell you
something. You don't know.
Okay, what?
Something in the kids, you know how many people don't celebrate. You know what he's been doing to me?
I know,
His own people.
but what I'm saying is, Woody,
You know how many people really celebrate? You know how many people really want him? They really want him more dead than me. Because what he's doing, I'm not doing. I don't get around these dudes and everything. These dudes pick me, shake my hand now. And they're always buddies. I always buddies shake my hand. It's this dude who the problem is.
and what's he doing? Just,
They the one giving his location. He taking change from them. He robbing them. He going around them, bullying them.
but didn't he just get out of prison yesterday?
Yeah, he just got happy house yesterday.
So.
He been monitored every day he was in the happy
What I'm
house.
saying is, it's because of the history, and you may have changed now, I know you're a lot more mature now, but because of the history of what happened in 2015, after all that went down, when they shot at Deshaun's house, her mom's house, all that stuff, if something happens to Kelvin, it's gonna look like, especially because of how bad your Instagram post has been, I'm telling you right now. So, listen, I can't offer you anything today, I'm telling you that right now, and I wanna be honest with you, I wanna be clear with you, like, I want you to make the understanding.
I told you,
But
like you said.
I'm trying to.
The detective tells Woody for the third time that she can offer nothing in exchange for information.
I told you every boy they damage. This on where y'all stop. Y'all see that what you do like some. They give them another day.
You said what?
You know what I mean? Cause at the end of the day, man, like, man, every time I go to jail, I lose people too. You know what I mean? Not saying it's gonna be a difference.
Well, I know, but the thing is, like, well, what if you get out and something happens to you know Nate Howard?
Paper.
Yeah, you know his daughter got killed when he was in federal prison, you know that? Diamond.
I don't care nothing about him.
But what I'm saying is, but what I'm saying is, God forbid you go to jail and something happens to Zara or Kate because you're not here.
You know about me?
Who?
He wants to put me in jail.
Who?
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I'm telling y'all, you right, I have been doing dumb shit. Everybody been getting on me about it. But like I keep telling them, it ain't like I'm out here doing it. I know how to keep shit up. I know how to keep them get big. Man, this nigga used to hang together. I know where he on. If he see that I'm trying to change, I'm trying to do better, he gonna come.
So much with the back and forth.
I promise you, you won't believe this. It really don't need back and forth. Cause I didn't even, you just told me so I didn't know. I didn't have on his picture. You know what I mean? Cause he had.
And you reposted it with the clown face.
Yeah, cause he came where I was. Well, he came in Lakewood.
Mm-hmm.
G was, you know what I mean, stopping by in Lakewood. And he went out there and told him, yeah, I'm looking for D.M. Woody. So that's why I started laughing at him, because why are you trying to target Pete? You know what I mean? Like, so like I said, but what I'm telling you is, the damn information I got right now.
Listen, if you give it to us today, like I said, I can relay it to the district attorney. It should be on your conscience, but if you're talking about he's not really, it should.
I'm concerned about people around. I always been concerned. Y'all might not know, y'all might not think I think the way I think. I feel bad for all the girls that don't die and all the innocent people they have to. It hurt me every day to think about it. This is not my fault. This is nigga's fault.
But you know about it.
You said that I know about it?
Tonight, you know about tonight.
Because I got a call last night.
Have we had to talk about him ruining your life, Woody? Have we had to talk about him ruining your life? What good has he brought to your life besides putting money in your
That's why
pocket?
he better did. But I have to get upon myself to tell y'all this. His end of this other thing.
But what I'm saying is, he has ruined your life. He's ruined Shannon's life. He's ruined Dee's life, pretty much. Everybody he touches goes to prison, and then he gets new people. Y'all are replaceable, y'all are disposable, make no mistake about that. Because once y'all in prison, he started, wait a minute, listen to me.
You can't talk to somebody that can help you.
But they're gonna want more information than this.
Say again?
They're gonna want more information than this.
Okay, then I will.
But what I'm saying is, it doesn't work
But
like.
y'all ain't gonna leave me out here like they did me.
Have I ever left you out here?
No, I'm telling you this.
Have I ever left you out here?
I went down and said this much shit.
What did I tell you? Did I not tell you that if something happens to you, I'm gonna be upset?
You're not listening.
I'm listening to you.
You think I'm talking to you if I
understand
have
that.
this second against you?
But what I'm saying is, I have never left you out here.
You're not listening.
When you told me you have emotional problems because of your mom and your grandma and the way you grew up, what did I do? I tried to offer you counseling. You didn't want to go.
I have one. I went to the one they made me go to. And I'm not gonna tell you.
I
I'm
sat
not
here.
gonna trust you.
We talked for hours, right? You and I. I'm listening to you.
You're not listening to me. You hear me. You don't hear me.
I hear you, but if I call that person, they're gonna want more information than what you have.
Cause this right here, Peggy, I can go to jail and do time behind this. I'm trying to.
You can't keep getting in trouble for somebody that doesn't care about you. Because all he does is put money in your pocket. We had this talk 3 years ago.
You know what, it's not that.
What?
Karen, I know what you want to do.
I just won $60,000 from my car crash from this app from my phone. I don't know if you could see it, but it's called Case Connect Compensation Calculator.
What you think out here?
He wants you dead?
Yo, you didn't know that?
Why would he want you dead? Why would he want you dead?
Because it is. Because it's here to talk with y'all.
So why would you have loyalty towards him then?
You think I do? You think I really think
I would hope at this
I don't
point.
even hang around that nigga. When I go around, you know what I do? Just look at me.
The detectives try to make Woody understand that he has an obligation to tell what he knows so that a murder can be prevented. But he sees this as someone else's crime and has nothing to do with him. If a murder does take place, Woody could potentially be considered as an accessory.
Because he still say the same dumbass shit. Nigga, you don't care about nobody but yourself. And that's why I told you nigga let down the phone. I would be stupid for that nigga, bro. It's on y'all. They came in 656 and I told them to their face.
Who was they?
I ain't saying no names. You like you said, you can't help them.
But this is the thing, without names and stuff, and they're gonna say, well, we're not interested, like, that doesn't help anybody.
But I know once I know that they're gonna let me money go, I will tell them everything that I can. And if I don't know, I don't know. Y'all can't make me know something I don't know. What happened there, I wasn't there.
I'm not asking about that. We're asking about tonight.
And I just told you.
Right.
He had that tonight. He had an party. They danced. Man, pretty sure more people gonna get hit. Cause I'm pretty sure he's not gonna be standing by himself. And they're not gonna walk.
So do you want that on your conscience?
You know how much stuff on my conscience?
You can't do that. We can't keep going down this path.
But you gotta understand, things are on my conscience that I don't even know them. I just find out later. It's on my conscience. My conscience is so full, I can't sleep at night. Y'all think I'm playing. That's the girl I sleep with. I jump all night.
I believe you. I've been around you for a long time.
You don't understand. You tell me I'm doing someone, this ain't doing this and nothing. I might smile better knowing this nigga dead. Then guess what? You don't even believe it, like, man. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just tired. And you know, the more time y'all wasting, that mean the lady.
I'm not wasting any time. What I'm trying to tell you though is, with you saying
I'm not
that.
asking you. I just told you I can.
Because if they don't do it, what I'm thinking is if they don't do it tonight and we stop it tonight and we don't know like the backstory, who's behind it and all everything else, it's gonna happen tomorrow night or the next night or somebody else.
Every single person they're looking for. And how much?
How much what?
They're gonna get. And how bad they want it. It's dead easy.
Who did Jeffrey got?
I'm not saying nobody name.
Okay, you don't have to say his name. What are the other names? What? I moved your friend. Nobody's hearing you. I moved your friend. So you guys
You want me to tell you your name and then I'm gonna go back to jail and do my time like I always do?
You don't always do your time. Did you go to jail for the nut incident?
The who?
Did you go to jail for Peanut's murder?
I have nothing to do with it.
Okay, so what I'm saying is
You make that make sense because my lawyer told me that they talked about indicting me on. How you gonna indict on something I have no knowledge of? I didn't know anything about that.
right, but tonight you're saying somebody might die. So what we're trying to do is prevent it. If you want to talk to us today, like I said, I can't. Hold on 1 second. I can't promise you anything. We are not in a position to promise you anything. Oh, him and I are not.
For one, y'all said y'all found a gun in the car.
Correct.
Y'all fingerprint, my fingerprint ain't on it. I wasn't the only person in that car. I wasn't in the car.
But you have the keys. You were driving the car. They saw you driving on it. I heard you ran from the sheriff's office in the car, down 285 on the shoulder of 285. Like,
huh?
Listen.
The sheriff's office.
You drive. You have. Say.
Well,
Wait. Say the gun, whatever. You had ammunition in your pocket. That's a federal charge.
Right.
So what I'm saying is.
Federal time, better than state.
Right. But listen to me. That's what you're looking at today. We cannot make it clear. We cannot offer you anything. If you want to tell us stuff, we can communicate it to other people, but we cannot do anything.
That's what I'm saying. Well,
So what I'm telling you is.
I can't talk to the people they can. I'm not playing games.
Oh, I'm not playing games with you either.
I'm tired. And I want to leave them. Like, I got the case. You say you're going to get testified, so you should be able to ask the judge, can I travel? And I get go stay in California until, you know what I mean?
We've talked about you in the state how many times?
Even if Woody wants to give them the information, he knows he could be killed for snitching. This might be worth the risk if it keeps him out of jail, but he is reluctant to place himself in danger without getting anything in return.
But I can never go because why? The restrictions. Restrictions.
You're not on probation.
Right now, I'm on restrictions. I'm on 24-hour curfew.
And where were you all day?
But I still don't need out the state. This is different. I know y'all gonna get me for being outside. I know y'all know I'm outside every day. But the United States is something different compared to me being outside.
Give me a second.
Can I speak with him or you got to speak with him?
Give me 1 second.
Cook Unity is a direct-to-chef marketplace. Choose from hundreds of weekly menu items. Cook Unity, real food from real chefs, delivered fresh.
She can't come down here. So, like you said,
You say it again?
she can't come down here right now. So, if you want, I can communicate everything you're saying to them.
You saying this?
I have never screwed you over.
Yeah, like I said, you're saying the same thing that they have told me.
Are they me?
I'm not saying they're you. I trusted Gabriel too. You know how much I did with Gabriel?
Okay. But what I'm saying is, it's not me. That's not me.
I understand if I was out doing something, if I was shooting at people, tonight, I mean, I could take my dick. But if I'm not trying to harm nobody, and I'm just trying to keep people out of me, it's a difference. I might do dumb shit, I post dumb shit, but not one single time have this shooting happened in Canada 3 nights ago. There was a dice game. They didn't have nothing to do with me. This shooting happened in the park, bro. I was in Clark County with a female. They had nothing to do with me. Somebody pulled up because somebody that did something, the police come say, oh, we know that this because of who they think we can. Shit ain't nothing to do with this. But just because a shooting happened, it don't mean it's about this. I don't be around people and I don't talk to people. People know I got nothing to do with this.
So
We're going back to Young Thug real quick. Mrs. Perfect Timing with the alley-oop said the judge is trying to arrest Steel. Let me take y'all back. The judge is trying to arrest Steel right now. That was the YSL Woody interrogation. That was a year ago. A lot of us may have forgotten how did we get here today. So I want to go back while they put us on break. I thought that was an excellent opportunity to put some context. And of course, the page is frozen. Woo-wee. Boy, I tell you, boy, I don't know what it is, man. I really don't know what it is. But when YouTube want to be funky, I'll tell you, I was thinking to myself the other day, my relationship with YouTube is a toxic relationship. That's the best way I can explain it, as a toxic relationship, because it's not a reciprocal relationship. And I see that for a lot of Black content creators. Whether you're at 1 million subscribers, whether you're at 2 subscribers, the relationship with YouTube is toxic. It's a non-reciprocal relationship. It's impossible to communicate. And when they want to treat Black content creators, you know, get hit with a certain picture and they want to treat us a certain way, that's just what they do. I mean, today they've been hiding the skip button. It's just, I'm doing my best, y'all. This is a Mac. I got an Apple. I got a Rodecaster podcast mixer, professional. I got a very professional setup here. There's no reason I should be having these issues with YouTube. But I'll be seeing it like I was watching Yvette Carnell the other day, and she had to stop the stream. It's just, I could tell it, but you know, we used to it. We used to it. Yvette Carnell created ADOS, got all these subscribers. Same thing. YouTube just, they got they, like with this case, what you see is they pick their winners and losers. But let's come on.
But just listen to what I'm trying to tell you.
But see,
you're threatening me with
the
contempt.
privilege would occur. The privilege in 1.6 would occur if you were in the right place, right time to begin with. You weren't.
Let me tell you, I'm just reading from it. But if I'm reading it wrong, I'm not trying to. It says 1.6 applies not merely to matters communicated in confidence by the client, but also to all information gained in the professional relationship, whatever its source. So you're asking me to break, you're ordering me, maybe, you're asking me, I'm not saying you're ordering, but to give you information, and you're saying it's not substance, but I'm telling you, I can't do that under the bar rule.
All right, well, I'm gonna hold you in contempt. And you can think about it. 5 o'clock today, we'll see where you are at that stand on that point. Because no, that's not what I understand the rule to be. I've not asked you sum and substance of what was said. I asked you how you got it.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can, because I have an idea how you got it.
Well, your idea.
I have an idea how you got it, but that's improper, sir.
Your idea may be wrong, and you're asking me to listen. I told you the first time. And I'm not sure.
I don't want to hold you in contempt, but this is that serious.
Judge,
you cannot eavesdrop and get information that was not meant for you to hear at that particular point in time.
Judge, listen, and listen, I'll do whatever you want to 5 o'clock or thereafter. But what I'm trying to tell you is, Your Honor, this is so serious to me. We need a hearing, and I'm moving for a mistrial. It is my understanding, based upon information belief,
from whom?
Part of it.
From whom?
Well, I'd like to get the substance first, and then we can.
Okay,
talk
well, then you'll be in custody until then, because because you need to tell me how you got the information. I'm not asking you what was said. You've already kind of given us some snippets of what you said. That tells me that somebody parroted that information to you. So,
but you're assuming something because I told you already.
Well, then, other than if you were sitting, unless you were sitting in there with a recorder, or Miss Love or Miss Hilton, or one of the deputies gave you that information, or Miss Weaver shot you a rough copy of the transcript, there's only one other person that's left.
Well, Your Honor.
And if that person gave you that information or shared that information with you, she probably violated privilege.
Well, let me tell you two things. One, I don't know how that was a privileged communication. It shouldn't have been.
Well, it's because she has a client she's supposed to represent.
Who are you talking
But
about?
anyways, I'm not going to have a.
What I got this information.
I'm not going to have any further conversation with you about this. I want to know. The question still remains. I want to know who gave you the information?
I'd like to know what information happened outside our presence. That's really it.
He can go into custody at this point in time.
I think that the court needs to again declare a mistrial based upon.
Okay, and I'm going to deny your motion. I'm going to deny your motion.
I understand that you spoke with a witness outside of our presence.
And whenever, yes, I had an ex parte conversation, which is appropriate.
And you influenced the witness based on information belief, and I'd like to have that all on the record.
All right.
I mean, I don't know why that's so hard to do. If nothing happened bad, that's fine. But you're acting like, tell me who it is and don't talk about the substance. Why can't we have an issue that was outside of presence? It should not have been.
Because you got some information that you shouldn't have gotten.
Why?
Well, that's for another day.
But why?
Okay,
why
that's for another day.
In the first place, I didn't know about this stuff.
That's for another day. So
I raised it as soon as we found out about it.
Well,
I gave you the case I'm relying on. I assume you read it. If you didn't read it, you should read it. It's a material part, a critical part of the case. When a judge speaks with a witness outside the presence of the accused, the court has said it's right there in Division 2. That is a material or critical part of the case, and it's an automatic reversal.
Mr. Steel.
But you're acting like it's
Mr. Steel, that is not that is not the case when somebody discloses information in a ex parte conversation that one of the parties lawfully asked me to hold.
You're not supposed to have communication with a witness who's been sworn. You know that I'm not telling you. I'm just saying if you read I'm assuming you read it. That's what it says. And you did it.
Does the state wish to be heard?
You said it supposedly.
Yes, Your Honor.
And what I'm trying to get to is why did that happen outside of presence? And I need to have I'm respectfully requesting the transcript that you mentioned to be given to us so we could really understand it. And then anything that was not on the transcript, if anything, that we understand what happened outside our presence.
Okay.
And now you have put it where somehow I have to reveal, and I told you the first time, I'd be breaching 1.6. And I know you're assuming something.
I don't think you're breaching 1.6. You can't hide behind 1.6.
I'm not hiding behind anything.
You can't hide behind. Yeah, but the thing is, I think you got this information. Somebody disclosed it to you, and that's the only way you could have gotten it.
What I got.
Because unless you're sitting there, you're eavesdropping. So you can't use something ordinarily that you had no business getting to begin with, and then stand on, well, hey, we didn't give you the information, or that a party didn't give you the information. So,
Your Honor, but that's the issue, isn't it?
Well,
why aren't we?
that leads to be told. But
right now, we don't know why we were excluded from that.
Mr. Steel,
and I want that information because
Just
Mr.
stop.
Williams' constitutional right on the
Just stop.
Georgia Constitution.
Just stop at this point in time, because
Article 1,
because you've already said that. You've already said
Georgia
that.
Constitution, and we have the right to be present.
All right, Mr.
And we're not waiving anything.
Yes, Madam, Ms. Love.
And Your Honor, excuse me. And I know I said this previously.
Yes, sir.
But we are not accepting any proffer from this law.
Okay, excuse me.
Okay. All right. Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, I am disturbed by Mr. Steele's representations to the court. The court has inquired. We have no way of knowing what it is or who it was that disclosed information that was contained within an ex parte conversation. Not only was there an ex parte communication between that we requested as a state to be on record with the court, but there was communication made, I believe, to a person and his lawyer. I don't know that the reason that counsel took the podium was to address that particular issue so much as it was to try and assert an inaccurate, what he calls fact, and put it out there in the open as if it were true. But we certainly have the right to request ex parte communications. That's why we ask that the court reporter be present. This is a matter that the defendants did not have a right to be a part of, as this was a matter regarding a civil contempt that the court imposed upon a person for not obeying the court's directive. The state read the case that Mr. Steele cited. It does not stand for the proposition he asserts that it does. And regarding further legal support for our position, we would provide that to the court, but we are more concerned that information that is disclosed in an ex parte setting gets relayed to the parties who are not privy to that. The whole purpose of the ex parte request was so that that did not happen. And we expressed on the record our concerns and our reasons for concern regarding that. We believe that without more information about how that information got relayed to the defendants, we cannot make the kind of assertion I'd be inclined to make. So before making the next set of assertions, I would need to know how that information was made privy to them, to counsels for the defendant. We did not act inappropriately or outside of the rules of professional responsibility. And if need be, we will reach out to the state bar ourselves and ask what the appropriate remedy is for everything that has happened over the last 2 days, well, the last 2 work days, because we are extremely concerned. We have observed a number of actions on the parts of a number of people that I am not comfortable stating publicly at this time, but that would appear to call for being addressed in some other way. So as to Mr. Steele's request, I guess it was for a mistrial. I'm not even certain what all that was. I think it was probably more to make inaccurate assertions on the record public to whomever was within listening shot of his voice. And we would ask that the court strike everything that he said from the time he stood up and started talking after the court asked him where it was that he obtained the information that was made privy in counsel for this court.
All right.
And regarding Rule 1.6, Your Honor, we read 1.6 as standing there. 1.6 in no way shields Mr. Steele's answer that the court requested he give. Rule 1.6 has to do with attorney-client privilege. And that is information that Mr. Steel obtained from his client regarding whatever matters. I don't know if the information was leaked to his client from someone who was in chambers, or if the information was leaked directly to Mr. Steel. In either event, it is concerning and in no way falls under the protections of Rule 1.6. If the court would allow me a moment.
All right.
Regarding further appropriate remedies, Your Honor, we would ask the court for an opportunity to further look into appropriate remedies for circumstances such as this, apart from what the court has already said, because it's grave enough when information is leaked from within the court's chambers regarding a matter that has been requested as ex parte, and we would ask for the opportunity to present to the court additional appropriate remedies that we believe are available.
All right. Sure.
And Your Honor, also, unless it's Mr. Adams representing Mr. Steel in the capacity as someone who has been held in contempt, Mr. Steel just argued whatever it is that they are trying to argue based on information we believe illegally obtained from the court's chambers.
I represent Mr. Williams, and my statements are in regards to my representation of Mr. Williams. He has two attorneys.
Okay, yeah, he does, but
the court now having found Mr. Steel in contempt, if the court continues in that position, that leaves Mr. Williams represented, at least at this juncture, by myself. That puts me in a position of making sure the court is aware that I'm in receipt of the same information that Mr. Steel received. I'm of the same opinion that the court has engaged in behavior that I believe compromises and corrupts the continuation of this trial. I do believe that we are entitled to and should receive a copy of the transcript so that a full investigation can be made as to what we believe has occurred here. And so I take the same position as Mr. Steel. I am asking for a mistrial, as he did previously, and I'm telling the court that I do not believe that we can proceed at this point based upon the information that we've received.
All right.
And frankly, I don't believe the state has any say in that. My statements are in regards to my representation of Mr. Williams, and if Mr. Steele is going to be held in contempt, I have exactly the same position. I also do not.
Well, I asked him, so I didn't ask you.
Yeah.
So, but I'll leave it at that. Okay. What is it, Mr. Sharp?
Thank you, Your Honor. As you know, I represent Shannon Stillwell. On behalf of Shannon Stillwell, I am going to be moving for a mistrial, first and foremost. I just want to clear up a few things that have been said. Today, we were instructed to come 8:30 for a 9 o'clock start. I would not be honest with the court if I said I was here at 8:30, but I was probably here at about 8:40. We did not start till approximately, I'm estimating 11 o'clock. Clearly, we figured something was going on. We were given no information about any meeting, who was meeting, what the meeting was about, or whether the meeting was ex parte or not ex parte, who requested the meeting, who was in the meeting. We were completely in the dark. And quite frankly, we kind of remain in the dark. I am not a false accuser, okay? I do not just willy-nilly accuse people of things. So I'm not going to throw out spurious allegations like the ones that have been thrown at me over the past couple days that are absurd. But I will say, Your Honor, what I do know is just based on what we've heard over the last 20 minutes, it appears there was a meeting that I knew nothing about that involved Your Honor, the district attorneys, and a witness who had been sworn in. My client was not given an opportunity to be present at this critical stage. This was a critical stage in this trial. That error is a foundational structural error in this case, and it is the cause for an immediate mistrial. Additionally, Your Honor, I believe that this meeting, again, I'm going to ask for the transcript and I'm going to ask for the recordings as well, should they exist. But I believe that this meeting with a witness without us present may have made the district attorneys and or Your Honor a witness to this in this case, a material witness in this case. And finally, Your Honor, I'm going to ask for as soon as possible, I'm going to ask that these proceedings be halted until we can obtain an accurate final transcript for what occurred where none of the defendants or defense counsel were present for, and also the recordings of that meeting so we can see where we are. Again, I'm not going to sit up here and make false accusations or spurious allegations, but I do think we need to figure out what happened. We need to be in the know and not in the dark about what happened when a meeting occurs with a witness that has been sworn in and we're not invited to the party. So those are my requests, Your Honor. I think it's necessary at this time to put a halt to these proceedings. I am moving for a mistrial. I have not waived anything. I just found out about this information. It is timely, and that's our stance, Your Honor. Thank you.
I've noted your motion for mistrial. It's denied. Okay, same thing. You want the Harvey? Okay, all right. Okay, Mr.
I'm adopting all of the statements.
All right.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Carson Matthews here on behalf of Mr. Mark Huey.
Okay.
We are also adopting all the arguments that have been made.
All right, sir.
Steel by Attorney Pete Adams, by Attorney Max Sharp, by Attorney Douglas Weinstein. We also are here the appropriate time. And when the court did come out, we were not made aware that there had even been an communication that was had, that was on the record, just in the point of just letting the parties know that there had been this particular meeting. I had my suspicions that that was likely what was going on, but I could not reduce that to a fact. When the court came out, the court just got started. We believe that based upon, again, ex parte, we don't have to know the substance all the time. Just the fact that there was that meeting, Your Honor, would have at least put us on some notice that there was something that was going on even beforehand. I thought that would have been the appropriate move, but nonetheless, Your Honor, I'm asking the court for mistrial. I believe that it's appropriate here under these facts and circumstances. Thank you.
All right, motion for mistrial denied. Ms. T. Williams? All right, thank you, madam. Motion's denied. Mr. Garner? Okay, so noted. All right. Okay, Mr. Steele, last time, who told you? All right, Mr. Steele's in custody. And once he clears the area, we'll go ahead and get started.
If by that point means that we'll get started and resume the trial, Your Honor.
Yeah, we're gonna continue. I'm not calling nothing.
I'm not going to participate in the trial without the Steele and without
You don't have that luxury at this point in time, sir. You don't. You don't have that luxury. You don't have that luxury at this point in time. You don't. Sir, you all are really getting yourselves cross purposes at this point in time. Sir, I'm telling you, You are at this point in time. You made some things out of nothing. I think that you're on very precarious ground at this point in time. So I'm telling you at this point in time, he's in custody. We're going to go ahead and start. You can represent Mr. Williams. That's okay. That's fine. I'll take up the other stuff as needed, but I'm not going to take it up right now. Say again?
Respectfully, I will not. I cannot.
Sir, you have to. Well, you're gonna have to do the best you can at this point in time, because you don't get to extort the court. That's what you're attempting to do at this point in time, sir. Yes, you are. What you're trying to do is, I'm not going forward if I don't get this. You know, it doesn't work that way, Mr. Adams. And I'm telling you at this point in time, I would just kind of govern yourself accordingly, sir. I'm telling you, as the court, under these particular circumstances, everything will come out as it should. I don't think, sir, I don't have enough information at this point in time to address it. I don't. But I'm telling you at this point in time, there is nothing that was given, said, whatever this morning that.
If there is any accuracy to some of the information that we are.
But sir, I don't even know. Your co-counsel won't even tell me who said whatever. Okay. And the challenge I'm having in this particular circumstance is that is such a violation of the sacrosanctness of the court's chambers and an ex parte conversation. You're just glossing over that. You're glossing over that in its entirety. No. It's not, sir. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. I'm just telling you, that's not what happened.
Judge, respectfully, we are not obligated to simply accept that there's been no violation. We believe that there has been, and the only.
Okay, well then you've made your. No, we're not doing that at this point in time. So you'll have a choice to make. All right, take Mr. Steel into custody, please.
Brian Steel arrested, ladies and gentlemen. They are taking Young Thug's attorney. What is going on in America? Hey, everybody that's been listening all day, I know y'all been hearing me. I've been going in. We didn't went to different tangents. Oh my, could you have predicted what I've educated you on this morning about this district attorney's office and Miss Love? I know City Nash, Cuff Boys gonna have a time. Right. We gonna have a ooh lolly time tonight. Oh man, I gotta do another caption. I'm gonna clip this up in the shorts. Look at this. He's taking off his shoes, his belt. He's been an attorney for 33 years. He's been an attorney for 33 years.
Go forward without
my God.
Moving me against his will, my will. You're taking away his right to counsel. And you're conducting material parts of this trial without me present, and I can't learn about it by watching online. So for that reason, additionally, I asked for a mistrial, and I assume you deny, but I'd like you to deny our motions for mistrial. You denied the other people.
I've denied your motion, but I'll certainly take that under advisement, sir.
This is his personal friend. They know each other.
In this case, outside the presence of any counsel for the defendants or any defendants in this courtroom. The matter, Your Honor, if I may finish, the matter that the state requested an ex parte audience with the court regarding was a matter to which no one to my right was a party. It was a civil contempt matter, and the parties towards that civil contempt, the state, which moved the court to compel someone to do a thing, the court compelled, and the state said, Your Honor, we're asking if they don't comply, that the court hold that person in contempt. That was a civil contempt matter. Nothing substantive was discussed. Everything was recorded, and the representations made, at least by persons who were present to the state, is that when questioned or queried about it, is that that person was told or asked whether things occurred, and that person relayed that no substantive communication took place during that meeting. So that is the second matter. And first and foremost, we just ask that the court again allow both counsels for Mr. Williams to be present when court is in session so that we don't delay these proceedings further.
All right.
So they are saying that the state knows how he got the information because the state told him. Wow.
The ability for the state to paint themselves as the victim constantly in these matters is unbelievable. We are the aggrieved party.
Sir, we can't hear you.
My client, Shannon Stillwell, and these other young men sitting here as defendants are the aggrieved parties. We were not present. I would like to reiterate.
But here's the problem. Here's the
Your Honor, can I just
Mr. Chart. Here's the challenge. You got the information in a way that was not lawful to begin with, sir. That doesn't alleviate the information or make it less valid or invalid. So because we record these conversations so that they can be reviewed later. We didn't have any conversations that were not recorded. And if you heard of other conversations that were made, I don't know how you would have gotten them otherwise, because somebody had to tell you.
Okay, well, all that's
and like I said, if and when the case gets reviewed, an appellate court will make those decisions. But at this point,
my client is the aggrieved party. He was not present. If that violated his Sixth Amendment right to be present.
Okay, and that's your argument, sir. That's your argument. That's your argument.
One other thing, Your Honor.
That's your argument.
All I'm asking for is some sunlight to come over these proceedings.
Sir, this is not an open meeting. This is not sun. This is not a sunlight situation.
Release the transcript, and then we can see, because we do not accept Miss Love's representation.
Okay, you don't accept the court's representation? I'm telling you.
Like the transcript.
I'm telling you at this point in time, when the case is reviewed on appeal, if I am wrong, then certainly the appellate court can tell me, and certainly there are other bodies in Georgia that certainly my conduct can be reviewed by. But at this point, I'm telling you that's the sum and substance of it.
We are trying this case right now to win this case. We are not playing for an appeal. We would like a fair shot at this case right now. We would like the transcripts. We all know that the appellate process in this case is probably going to take decades.
Okay. Well,
So
at this point, I'm, like I said, I need to have a little bit more information in order for me to kind of make some other decisions in this case. I'm not saying that you may or may not get that information, but at this point, there was nothing that was improper about in the ex parte conversations. The court's more concerned about is the disclosure. So, and
I understand the court's concerned, but as the counsel for Mr. Stillwell, my concern is the meeting that he was not allowed to be present for.
okay, all right. Thank you, sir. Are you going to repeat the same thing again? Oh, let's try not to, because the Harvey rule's in effect. I understand everyone's opinion at this point in time.
The only thing I want to say, and to not be repetitive, but on Friday, Your Honor, this particular witness came in, he pled the fifth, his lawyer was present, his lawyer stated to Your Honor that he had spoken to his witness, his client, and he stated that the witness indicated that on Monday, he will also be saying that he will plead the fifth. And then, Your Honor, there was a 2-3 hour span this morning, and then he comes on and he says, I'm going to testify. That's why I believe on behalf of Mr. Huey that the transcript is important.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, let's get Mr. Steel out, please. You can tell him to put his tie back on.
Told you. This is about what happened on Friday.
And then we'll go ahead and get started at that point in time, okay?
Told you. Fuck that lunch break. We getting started. Fuck that lunch break. Huh? Fuck that lunch break. They wouldn't come back till 1:30. Fuck that lunch break. Let's get this shit going. You the one said come back at 1:30. He is not running this courtroom, y'all. Let me know in the chat. He is not running this courtroom at all. He said come back at 1:30. Now he gonna take Brian Steel cuffs off. This ain't no court. He said the appellate process is gonna take 10 years because y'all done fucked up so much. These boys gonna have this money. You think they gonna have the money to go through the appellate process for this bullshit? This is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. Let me know what y'all think. We got a problem with this.
Your Honor, at this point in time, I'm turning to impeachment.
Overrule, sir.
I'm also going to object to showing with this altered photograph.
Your Honor, it's based upon the court's previous rulings.
Not based upon it's not.
Let me see it. Can I see it, please?
We've never discussed these photographs.
Chris, do we in 350?
As well, if you want to see the original.
Has 350 been admitted already? Okay, all right. Oh, you just so you're just showing him at this point in time. It's not been admitted, Ms. Hilton?
It has not been admitted.
Okay, all right. You have any further objections, sir? What's your objection to? No, that's not an objection. What's the basis for your objection, sir? Do you have an objection as to the photo itself? Huh?
Not as evidence. It's improper to show that photograph of Williams.
Your Honor, I'm not sure what Mr. Shar is calling altered. The only thing that has changed is based upon previous objections.
Oh, y'all want to come up?
This is what Mrs. Perfect Timing was teaching me. This is why it's so important. A lot of you may say, Perfect, why are you live streaming today? This is why. A lot of you may say, why is it such a big deal to have Woody's testimony? That's why I showed the interrogation video. This is going to be a great video. When I edited it, this is going to be a great video because the interrogation video provides the context. Now we know why it's so important. She's asking about photographs, and now she wants YSL Woody, Kenneth Copeland, to incriminate other individuals besides Jeffrey. They're starting with Shannon Stillwell. And his attorney is not for the bullshit. Who is in these? Now we going back. Today has been, what is day? Day 89? I don't know, but this is a hell of a day in the trial. This is embarrassing. The judge basically said is the state can't do no wrong. He has not found the state wrong, and he's basically of the attitude that this case is going to go through despite what the state does wrong, and y'all going to have to file an appeal. This is what happened with Tory Lanez. I'm going to let them break the law, and I'm going to let them get it. This is what happened with Donald Trump. I'm going to let them break the law. I'm going to let them make up shit, and you're going to be forced to fight this on appeal.
I'm going to show what I'm now going to mark as 342 Yankee Oscar for original. Mr. Shard, do you want to come and see these? What is your objection?
Now I could see, but I can't really see their face like that.
Okay. Looking at 356 Yankee Oscar. Do you recognize 356 Yankee Oscar?
It looked like me.
Is there anyone else in there that you recognize?
It most definitely me. I can't really tell who they did with me though.
Is that Shannon Jackson? Or Shannon Stillwell?
Now they dude got a mustache.
Okay, so is this your testimony that that is not Shannon Jackson in this picture?
All I can say, I can recognize me, but I never seen their picture before, and I don't want to say this him if it ain't him.
Okay. You are permission to publish 350 Yankee Oscar and 351 Yankee Oscar.
Yes, go ahead.
Now, first looking at 350 Yankee, are you able to tell us which one described by clothing? Where are you?
What you mean?
Which one of these individuals did you?
Which one on what?
Which point to you in that picture?
With the hat on.
Okay, there's 3 people with hats on. Which person are you with the hat on?
With the writing on my shirt.
Okay, what does the writing say?
DRC, third of YRC.
What does DRC mean?
DRC.
What does it stand for something?
You asked me what it means, DRC.
Okay, does DRC stand for something?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. It doesn't stand for the robbing crew.
I'm not a rob.
Hold on.
Okay, that's fine. I'm asking you what does it
Hold on. I sustain objection as to form. You can rephrase.
Okay. What does YRC stand for?
YRC.
Yes.
This stuff don't have no meaning. This how I got this shirt.
Okay. That's your testimony today. That neither DRC or YRC mean anything.
That's how I got the shirt.
Okay. I understand that. I'm asking you, is this your testimony that DRC nor YRC mean anything?
I'll rule the objection.
Is that your testimony? That doesn't mean anything.
I said this how I got the shirt. So the shirt didn't have no meaning to it.
Okay. Who else do you recognize in that picture?
I just told you, me and DB.
Right. I saw it. The jury did not see
Oh,
it. So
my
I need
bad,
you.
my bad.
Okay. So which one is DB?
He died.
And I'm sorry to hear that. Can you tell me who he is in the picture though?
What you mean?
Just tell the jury, what is he wearing in the picture?
I can't really see what he got on.
Is he the one in the green hat or the one in the purple or the one in the blue New York Yankees cap?
You said green?
Is he the one with the green,
Okay,
greenish
just-
hat?
I just didn't know the color.
Okay, so he's the one with the, like, behind you a little bit.
You standing behind me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you said you recognize Shannon in this picture. Where's Shannon?
With the blue on.
With the blue hat on, the New York Yankees cap?
If that what it is, I guess.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And are you able to see on there the date of that picture, or is that blurry for you?
No, I can't see.
Okay. Looking at that picture, can you tell me about how old you were in that picture?
You look like I was in elementary school.
All right. But is it fair to say that it wasn't within the last 3 to 5 years?
Huh?
Was it within the last 3 to 5 years?
I've been in jail.
Okay. So it's fair to say it was before that. I just need you to answer for the record.
I've been in jail for the last 3 to 5 years.
Okay. So it was before that. This is yes or no.
I don't even know which one to say yes or no to.
Okay.
If I say yes, I'm saying yes to it.
The picture was before. The picture was before 3 to 4 years ago.
The picture when I was younger.
Okay. Next, can we please publish State's Exhibit 351 Yankee Oscar? Now, I think before you said those were the same 3 people in 351 Yankee Oscar. Is that you on the left with your hands up and you have on the shorts?
I'm standing to DB right.
Okay. So that's to my left?
I think.
All right. And then is that DB in the middle?
DB in the middle.
And is that Shannon to the right or to my right?
It looked like Shannon.
Okay. And again, about how old were you when you took this picture?
I don't know.
But it's fair to say that you were younger than you are today.
Say that again.
It's fair to say you were younger than you are today.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think it was around the same time you took the other picture that we just looked at?
I can't say when.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now, we spoke about your relationship with Shannon. As your friendship developed, did you all share personal information with each other?
What you consider personal information?
Did you talk to him about your secrets? Did you confide in him about life, things that had happened?
Now, my seat go to the grave with me.
Okay. Were you someone, did you consider him like a brother to you?
Still do.
You still do? Now, outside of you and Shannon, did you all have another friend that you spent a lot of time with?
Meaning?
Is there any other person that the two of you collectively spent time with?
It's my all 3 of us together.
Yes.
A lot of time together. I don't know about it.
Okay. Is there someone that you spent time together with Shannon?
I spent time with Shannon with a lot of people.
Okay. Let me ask you this. You just said that Shannon, you still consider him like a brother to you. Is your relationship the same today as it was, say, back in those pictures?
Say that again.
Is your relationship the same with Shannon today as it was back when we were looking at those pictures?
No.
How has your relationship changed?
It's better.
It's better now? Why do you say it's better?
What you mean?
You saying it's better?
I barely knew him.
Is your relationship with Shannon the same today as it was back in 2014?
I can recall 2014. I've been in jail so much.
Do you know someone by the name of Demikion Garlington?
Street name,
Little D.
for sure.
How do you know Little D?
I damn near birthed him.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I almost birthed him.
You almost birthed him?
Yeah.
Tell the jury, what do you mean by that?
I mean, he my son.
Okay. And let me ask you this. Do you know another person who's referenced as Little D?
What you mean?
Do you know someone who's called Little D from Cleveland?
Oh, I heard of him.
You heard of him. Okay, we'll talk about him in a moment. Now, the Little D that you said is like your son, is that what you said? How did you all first meet?
What you mean?
How did y'all meet? You say he like your
I
son.
don't know how we meet.
You don't know how y'all met?
No, I don't recall how me and him first meet.
Okay. How long have you known him? And if you're 32 now, just
I knew him a long time. I knew him longer than Shannon.
did y'all grow up in the same neighborhood?
Probably, but we never hung.
How old do you think you were when you started hanging with Lil D?
I don't know.
If we're in 2024 now, did you start hanging with him when you were elementary school, middle school, or high school age?
I don't remember.
Don't remember.
I know when DB died, this when I took him in.
Do you remember what year DB died?
I don't remember when DB died.
Do you know what section of the city Demikion is from?
No, I do not.
Did you all ever attend school together?
No, I can't go to school with my son.
Okay. Well, when you say it's your son, how old is Demikion? If you 32, how old is he?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is he close to aging for you?
What you mean?
Is he close in age to you?
He probably about 10 years younger than me. I don't know.
So you say Lil D is about 22 right now?
I don't know.
You say he's like your son. How often would you spend time with Little D?
What you mean?
How often did you see Little D? Back in, say, 2014, 2015?
I used to see him around.
Okay. How often?
I can't say.
You can't say? All right. Did you speak with him over the phone? Did you speak with him on the phone?
Speak who over the phone?
Little D.
When?
At any time?
Yeah.
Since you've known him? How often would you speak with him on the phone?
Whenever I felt like it.
Okay. So was that every day? Was that once a week?
Whenever I felt like it.
Okay. So was that every day? Was that once a week?
Whole time.
And I understand until you answer the question, I'm gonna have to ask you again. So was that every day? Was that weekly? Was that monthly? What was it?
I don't know.
I'll go back in a week. How often would you see him?
What you mean? When are you talking about?
Back in about 2013, 2014, 2013 to 2015.
Well, yeah, he stayed with me.
Okay. When did y'all live together?
He didn't really stay with me, but he stayed at my residence.
Okay. Were you staying at the residence at the same time?
Well, I was in jail, so.
Okay. So while you were in jail, he was living where you live. Prior to you going to jail, which you went to jail in 2015, is that fair?
I went to jail 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, stayed in at 2019.
Okay. When you went to jail before 2015, were you in and out of jail?
When I went 20 wedding?
In 2012.
2012.
How long did you stay in jail?
I got out 2013.
Okay. Did you go back to jail in 2013?
I got at the end of the year. I went back 2014.
All right. And then between 2014, did you get out of jail in 2014? Is that a yes? For the
Yeah, I
record?
got out.
And then did you go back to jail in 2015?
2014. I went to jail like a couple times 2014.
Okay. So you were in and out.
Right.
And then in 2015, did you go back into jail?
Yeah.
And is that where you spent the long duration?
I went to jail a couple times in 2015. But the last time I stayed until 2019.
Okay. And it was the last time that you went to jail in 2015, June of 2015.
That was the last time, yeah.
Okay. And so prior to June of 2015, you were in and out that year between January and June.
Right.
Okay. In the periods that you were not in jail, did you and Little D ever live with each other when you were not in jail?
In 2015?
We'll start in 2015, yes.
Nah, he ain't stayed with me in 2015.
Okay. In 2014, those times that you were not in jail, did Little D stay
Right.
with? And then what about 2013? The time that you were not in jail, did you and Little D reside with each other?
What you mean?
Did y'all stay with each other and did he stay at your home at any time in 2013 when you were not in jail?
2013 when I started to get to know him.
Now, you said that he's kind of like your son. Did you all share things with each other? I'm talking about conversations, personal conversations between you and him and vice versa.
Not no secrets.
Okay. But did you feel comfortable speaking to him? You did not?
Nah.
Okay.
I didn't feel, I don't know what you mean. Like, I didn't not feel comfortable. I didn't feel like certain stuff we just don't talk about.
That's fair. Did you consider Little D like a brother? I know you call him your son, but did you consider him like a brother?
I consider him my son.
Do you recall ever telling any detectives previously that he's like a brother to you?
I probably did. I ain't no telling.
Okay. Y'all permission to approach?
Have you shown that to defense counsels already?
Yes. Well, no.
Just make sure you show it to them.
I will. Permission to approach, Your Honor?
You may, madam.
I'm showing you what's marked as State's Exhibit 358 Yankee and 380 Yankee. Starting with 358 Yankee, do you recognize anyone in State's Exhibit 358 Yankee?
Yeah, me and my son.
Okay. Is that the person that you've been referencing as Little D?
Yeah.
All right. And looking at 380 Yankee, do you recognize the individuals in State's Exhibit 380 Yankee?
Say what now?
Tell me who you recognize in 380 Yankee.
So, me and Coco,
Who's Coco?
the ugly boy right here.
Okay. Do you see the person that you said is your son, little D, in that picture?
The restaurant got their head down.
Okay. Your Honor, this time the state would like to tender State's Exhibit 380 Yankee and 358 Yankee into evidence.
You said 380 Yankee
Yes, Your Honor.
and what else?
358 Yankee.
Any objection to states 380 Yankee or 358 Yankee?
Yes, Your Honor, that's the foundation, 380 as well as hearsay included on 380.
What about 358? All right, 358's admitted. Let me see 380, please.
And I can lay a little bit more foundation for 380 Yankees.
All right,
As far as the hearsay.
Okay, then go ahead.
Mr. Copeland, have you previously had an Instagram account?
Say that again?
Have you had an Instagram account?
Yeah,
And how many Instagram accounts have you had?
I don't know.
Okay. How many different names of Instagrams have you had?
2.
2. Okay. Has one of your accounts been 372 Woody?
I can't recall.
You can't recall. Okay. Are you Woody? That's what they call you, right?
For sure.
All right. And do you know any other Woody who hangs with you? Is there anybody else in your friend group that they call Woody?
Yeah.
Oh, how many other Woodies are there?
Jamie and the other one.
Okay. What's the other one's real name?
He died too. I don't know his real name. I think it's damn. I know his last name Bridges.
Looking at that picture, is the other Woody in that picture?
I can't tell because the other guys got their head down.
Okay, well, just look and see if you see someone who looked like the other Woody, even with their heads down.
Can you show me a clear picture?
When you say clear, what's not clear?
Because he got his head down, he got his head down. My hand covering his face.
Let me ask you this, when did the other Woody pass away?
Right before I got the feds.
When you say right before, meaning that year, a few months, what do you mean?
I got it like September and somebody killed him like probably, I don't know when, but they killed him before I got out.
Before you got out, okay. All right. Looking at State's Exhibit 380 Yankee and looking at that picture with the 372 Woody, is that from your Instagram?
You talking about the one with all the people in it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Is that from your Instagram?
I don't recall this Instagram. My Instagram is Woody versus Woody.
Is that your newest one?
What you mean?
Is that the one that you currently have right now?
No, the one I currently have now is Woody_self-made.
Okay. So are you saying you don't know if that's your Instagram?
I don't